If you're going to spend on this game, spend responsibly. Use the Apptoid App Store. It's got all the best in-game purchases. They fight for market share with Apple and Google. That's why they offer these discounts. Use promo code MUSH5, and information of how to download this is in the description to the video, as well as in the Discord.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Legend of Mushroom with Genghis. Big update, the Necromancer finally arrived. I've decided to try one out. I'll show you what I've done. I'll be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing yet with it. I'm playing around, kind of trying to make a build based off the internal skills, the passive skills that the beast has. But all my stuff is geared towards mage. So obviously it's not going to be totally effective. I'll show you what I've done, my thinking, and anyone out there who knows what they're doing, let me know. Talk to me in the comments. I'd love to make a good beast tamer. So let's get to it first. So first I'll just show you an attack and then show you what I've done. So we'll go to this guy. He's a level 149, and historically I've beat him in like 10 seconds as mage. Very easy. Not easy anymore. Let's look at it, and I'm gonna have to change a lot of stuff up. I've changed most of it, and the rest I'm looking through. I'm gonna have to look at my AVN, I think. I don't think I'm gonna be able to use dense cloud anymore, and you could see that like it's just not going well. Relying on the pals for attack damage, I'm not sure I can continue like this until I actually have built up enough gear, I think, for it. So, because that should have been reversed. Like if you switch how that battle went, that's how it should have gone with me as Victor. So I'll show you. Let's go into class first and look at it. So I went into my cross server arena, and the number one guy had this. So I was like, hey, let me look. So Spirit Tamer, first one, has to do with pals, basically. So you're going to want to have pals. Add a pal slot. Increase spell pal base attack. Enhance pal deploy effects. So all the things they do, like enhance shield, enhance crit rate, it'll enhance all that. So it sounds like this character could be really good. Now this is the two confusing ones. So basically this one, the first two pals you list, you're going to get their skills. So I went after global HP, and the one that I get with that is with deer and turtle. I got 15% global HP. Now you could go with the other ones, but I really can't go with them. Like to get the 15% global attack, I'm not going to go with octopus because I don't have combo gear. I'm not going to go with eggplant. I don't have high crit. So I was kind of limited in my choice. I could have went with pal attack speed, but I didn't really feel it was going to help me too much having those pals in there. And then defense 30%, I just think HP's higher, so it's worth it. And now this one, you can double dip on some of the stuff and have both. So I got the current effects of pal attack and combos have a 30% chance of restoring character HP. Doesn't seem to be helping me. And then character gains 12% damage resistance after the battle starts, which decays by a third every 10 seconds. And if we go into the details, there's all different ones that you can get. You guys can look through it. Some of them just aren't pals that you would want, but then you'd get a better effect. So there's got to be some sort of balancing that you would want to have based on this pal's okay, it will help me, so I'm going to use it because of that. So the stuff I went with here, Blitz, you just absolutely need to have Blitz. Now, there is something missing in the game. So I think we're going to get a new skill in here that helps pals. Okay? And then I believe we're also going to get something new in Family Brawl down here that will help pals. So there's a skill missing, and that's going to hurt this class for a while, in my opinion. So I went with Mushroom because I have high HP and lots of shield buffs and stuff like that with my pals. I figured this will help with restoring my high HP. It was a recent add. I did not originally go with it. This one increases your pals, so it seemed like a no-brainer to have Slime. And then Disarm. I might want to change that and look at some other stuff in here. Still early stages. Really sucks. They nerfed Smoke Bomb. Huge. It used to do 30%. It's doing 20% now. And then in my pals, so I have Deer. I think that's a staple. You got to go with it. And Turtle. Hydro Sprite, I don't really need it, I don't think. But I went with it because it helped the clicking one of those get to in the right slot, and you gain extra effect. So that's why I went with that. Panda, and then I just thought Lizard increased PAL damage by 96%, and Pirate Parrot PAL crit damage by 90%. So I just thought things that increase PALs should be no-brainers, but it's not working out right now. One thing I do think that I'm missing out on is I don't think I have the proper mounts and whatnot. So I'm trying the Hot Wheels right now just because they increase PAL attack speed by up to 40%. I'm playing around with Dragon as well, having a bigger shield, but hasn't been working. Lots of the PAL stuff has to do with launches, so this might be an option also. I'll have to see. If they're going to launch like a whole new spending campaign where I'm basically going to have to spend $400 or $500 each event that comes out to get a new mount, a new wingback, a new artifact, I'm just not going to do it, and I'm going to go back to Mage. Artifact. So I was going with Eye of Raven just because I think Eye of Raven's awesome, but I've since been trying out this one because it confuses them. It hasn't worked, so I'm going to be trying out these two now. But I'm so far behind. As you saw, I was completely ineffective. So I don't think changing one artifact's really going to make a big difference. But maybe if I make a lot of the correct moves, it will help out. And then on my wingback, I've left it for now as the Fan. I just really like the skill regen. But hey, I might have to just start going. I feel like maybe even just trying out full Duck might be the way to go for me. Because Duck is a nice, safe choice. And then relics, you can see what I did here. I changed them around. The Panda one looks pretty strong. And I left the Kite. I went to PAL crit rate. Not sure I like that. Went to the resistance. And I feel like that may have not been the one that I wanted. I might have wanted the attack. This one I went for Slime Bomb, but not feeling it right now. So we'll have to see. I'm going to have to look at changing this. I'm not going to be a skill-based anymore, so I'm going to have to look for something that is more PAL-oriented and make the switch. I'm going to have to fully commit if I want it to succeed. Talents. I want to ask you guys something in the comments. Did you get a lot more talent stuff? Because I feel like, I don't know, I did a reset on sorcery and just did very basic stuff. And everything else is done to where it was. And I feel like I just got a lot more because I'm almost ready to go on the 3rd level here. And I probably could if I pulled back a little bit on some of the ones that I did up. And I could probably be really, really close. I just didn't think launch 4% was going to be as important as these talents. PAL combo rate and PAL damage. Now, souls. So I added to my PAL damage, and then one of the other ones already has PAL crit rate somewhere that I already had. Right here, PAL crit rate was at a decent level. So I did nothing on this one, combo damage and boss damage. So overall, I'm not totally sure on what I'm doing. Now that I changed to Duck, let's go against this guy again, and let's see if we got any improvements. Yeah, so he's got the Pepe gun. That's really annoying because it's just the best artifact that's out, and it was a one-time thing, and if you missed it, you missed it. I got everything else in Pepe, and I feel like I did even worse. So one other thing I will show you on my... so not good. Very embarrassing, actually, to be losing to him. Now, going into the prayer statue, I've gone all global HP. I do have this one that I use, attack and skill for mage. I think it was actually doing better for me. So I'm going to play around with this all day. I'm going to be surfing the Discords, looking for advice. Hopefully you guys give me some good advice in the comment section. And hopefully we can make a good beast tamer and figure it out. But otherwise, I'm going to have to go back into mage while this gets sorted. I feel like it's just not a fully developed idea because, like I said, it does seem to be missing some skills in the cross-server shop and the family brawl. because you got the other skills for skill damage, for crit rate, and for counter. So pretty sure that they're gonna have to add something to balance this out, because this just isn't looking like it. Last thing I'll show you is all my stuff here, and you can see it's still geared towards mage. Like, it's just how my stuff is, right? Like 1100 skill damage, even though I brought it way down to add in other places, and it just doesn't feel so. Pal damage 1000, I feel like I'm gonna have to get that up into like 1500, like my skill damage was. Let me know some help, give me some guidance, and then I'd like to share with people. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.